So what does the word responsibility mean to you? You know, we all have these moments where we think, oh, I have so much responsibility and there's so much burden. The word responsibility actually means the ability to respond appropriately. What this does is it actually lightens the load. Why? Because responsibility is my ability to speak correctly in every moment. And your responsibility to speak correctly in every moment. Now, that internal chatter, is it gone yet? Are you still thinking about how other people are reacting to you? Or have you started looking at life from behind their eyes? By looking at life from behind their eyes, you're no longer holding on to any sensitivity and you focused on the other person. And in desiring a positive outcome with the other person, you are handling with care. It's not walking on eggshells. It's actually handling with care to ensure that you have the best results. Now, often what happens when we're not aware of this is that we tend to say whatever's on our minds because we're upset, we're angry, and we want the other person to understand what we're thinking. Now, if we look at where the other person's coming from, it doesn't mean that we don't say the things we want to say. It's just that we speak assertively. We speak kindly. We can still transfer the same message to them. We're not attacking without consideration of where they are. And it actually allows you so much more freedom because you're watching somebody, you're looking at them, you're understanding them, you care about how they feel. Even if you're upset, you do care about how they feel. And you're monitoring your own reactions. And you're saying, in order to have a positive outcome, if I speak congruently, I can get a better result. Now, congruence doesn't mean that you're placating somebody, as you will see coming up shortly. Yet, allow yourself to speak peacefully for the same outcome. Anger makes our heads red. It doesn't allow us to speak with truth. We say things we don't mean. So what if we make it a rule that from here on, you're going to say what you mean and mean what you say? Already, if you're not angry or if you're saying things out of anger, this cancels it out. So say what you mean and mean what you say forces you to speak peacefully with thought, premeditated thought, to make sure you don't want to hurt the other person and that you want to get positive results for you both. Again, it's not about being right. What we need to do is get comfortable with the discomfort. Even if you know the other person has done something wrong or what you perceive as wrong, they may not perceive it as wrong. You look for a way to make it okay, or you find a way to allow you both to find reason without too much noise, but just to be able to perhaps show the other person your mirror and imagine them in your shoes. So if you say, well, I'd like you to imagine the example that if I was in your shoes and I spoke to you like this, would you like it? And they will say no. And you'll say, well, please consider how you speak to me. And it can be handled congruently, peacefully, with grace, where you have beautiful communication, and it improves every day in every way. So, do you feel responsible for the way a conversation plays out? Or are you still busy blaming somebody else? Responsibility, the ability to respond appropriately. Blame, we're pushing the responsibility off us and we're making another person responsible. For how long can we do that? What if we choose that elegance is the only way forward? That we want to have a nice dynamic. You want someone to remember you for a nice way of you acting, and that you're being sympathetic, empathetic, kind, cheerful. Resilient, yes, but cheerful. And everything's possible. How are you going to practice it? Look forward to see you again.